It's July here at the villa, and that means one thing. It's time to go Christmas shopping. You're watching Life with Ben on PTV. For over 30 years, my family has been collecting Hallmark Keepsake Ornaments. This year's collection starts with the Holiday Parade Ornament. This is a new collection from Hallmark. It features a snowman in a little truck. This is the first in a series that's being released, and I have no idea how long they're going to take it, but I'm probably going to pick them all up over the years. This is one that's coming to an end this year. It's the Frosty Fun Decade. This little snowman character has been featured alongside each year from 2010 all the way to 2019. This is the 10th and final one, and I have them all. Next up is another one in the line of games. This year it's Hungry Hungry Hippos. In the past I've picked up Monopoly, Sorry, Chutes and Ladders, but it's an ongoing series of games. Along those lines, they have some one-off ornaments like this little guy here, Barrel of Monkeys. Barrel of Monkeys has been featured prominently in the Toy Story movies, so it has seen some uptick in popular culture. So they made a Christmas ornament this year. This is one that is celebrating its 40th anniversary in the long history of keepsake ornaments. This is Frosty Friends. I have all but the first four from 1980 to 1983. Those ones are now priced in the off market at well over $100, $200, $300, depending on the condition of them. I will get them at some point. This next one is Cozy Critters. This is, I believe, is the third in a line. This series features little birds wearing winter clothing like a hat and a scarf. I just thought it was cute. This is a Defender. It'll go really well alongside the Pac-Man machine I already have. It does light up and has some sound effects from the original Defender game. It was an arcade game back in the 80s when I was a kid. These next couple of ornaments are part of the Keepsake Ornament Club. I'm a member and have been for a few years. This first one is a festive snowflake, nothing but silver, and if you look really closely, it has a tag at the top that's marked KOC for Keepsake Ornament Club, and it's dated 2019. The second one I chose is a Cockatiel. It's titled Clever Cockatiel, but I've never really known cockatiels to be clever. But this does remind me of a cockatiel that Arnie used to have when we were growing up. A little bird named Alfie. Next come a line of miniature ornaments. The first is a miniature version of the Cozy Critters. This looks like the first that was released a couple of years ago, but it's in miniature form. Same idea, bird wearing a hat and a scarf in winter weather. Next is the Pintsized Piano. If you look closely, the music on the piano says Deck the Halls, and when you push a button on this, it does have batteries in it, even though it is a very small ornament, and it does play a version of Deck the Halls. You'll notice how small they are compared to the tree lights that are there. Next, I've got a few Disney miniature ornaments. This one is Baby Dory. And just like the package says, it's Baby Dory. I wonder if she knows who she is. And not to be outdone, there's also a Nemo ornament. if you look really closely, look at his wee little fin there on the left side. So yeah, that's Nemo, not Marlin, but Nemo. Next up is the Nutcracker Mickey. This is a miniature version of an ornament that Hallmark released several years ago of a full-size Mickey Mouse Nutcracker. But it's Mickey, I couldn't say no. Next up are the full-size Disney Hallmark ornaments that I've collected this year so far. These are two ornaments. That's Undead Duck, and below him is Scary Teddy from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know we have a lot of Nightmare fans out there, so if you still want to get it, they're in limited supply at Hallmark. Run to your nearest Hallmark store. This one is from Inside Out. That's Joy with Bing Bong in the wagon. Look at the expression on Bing Bong's face. That is just priceless. Next up comes Flash, the sloth from Zootopia. This one is a magic ornament. It has batteries that you put into it, and there are a few key phrases that are heard when you push the button. Next up is Mary Poppins, and I believe this is the first Mary Poppins ornament that has been released by Hallmark. Hallmark's been coupled with Disney on ornaments for well over 20 years, and I've got a lot of them. I have a full-size tree that features nothing but Hallmark Disney. Next up is Chip and Dale. This one is titled Stocking Stuffers, and as you can see, they've got a lot of nuts in their little stocking there, and Chip is trying to pull Dale up into the stocking. A year of Disney magic, 2019. This year is the last year of the teens, and Mickey is sitting happily on top of the 2019. And I know this ornament will always remind me of the year that we actually started working with the YouTube community with Disney, and that'll be a nice reminder every time I put it up on my tree. And this is another magic ornament. It's the Sorcerers Apprentice Hat. You push the button right there on the front of the ornament, and the lights flash and flicker and take turns lighting up. This, I believe, is the 8th in a series of Mickey Mouse ornaments, celebrating different roles that he's had in films that he has had over the years. I love Mickey. And last but not least, here's Forky from Toy Story 4. I really enjoyed this character much more than I thought I would. And now every time I look at him, I'll be thinking of Zippity Doo Dad. If you haven't looked up his channel on YouTube yet, you don't know what you're missing. Thanks for watching another episode of Life with Ben. If you liked the video, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to PTV. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pepper Tree Villa. And remember, adventure is out there.